Welcome to the Explainer. Let's talk about something pretty wild. What if your computer could actually do your work for you? I'm not kidding. Today we're going to look at a tool that's trying to make that a reality. It's called Clawdbot.
Okay, so let's get right into it. We're all super used to chatbots, right? You ask something, it gives you an answer. It's basically a Q&A machine. But what if, and this is the big question, what if your AI could go from just talking to actually doing?
And that right there is the crucial difference we're talking about today. It's a huge leap, moving from a passive tool that just fetches information to an active agent that, takes action on your behalf. It's the difference between an encyclopedia and an actual assistant.
And that's where Clawdbot comes in. You might also see it called Moltbot, by the way. So what is it? Well, it's an open-source AI agent, and its whole purpose is to be your personal assistant running right there on your own machine.
So think about this. We're not just talking about a glorified search engine here. No. This is more like having a little helper living right inside your computer, ready and waiting to take on the tasks you give it.
Okay, I know what you're probably thinking right now, because it's the first question that popped into my head. If I'm giving an AI access to my computer, is that safe?
And look, that's a totally fair question. The answer, thankfully, is yes. It's designed to be safe. And here's why. You are the driver's seat. Clawdbot can't do a single thing unless you specifically permit it. You enable these skills, and that's all it can do. Its power is completely defined by the permissions you grant it. So yeah, you have to be deliberate, but you're always in control.
All right, so with safety covered, let's get to the fun part. What are Clawdbot's superpowers? What really makes it different from everything else out there?
First off, it's built on a few really important principles. The biggest one, it runs locally. Since it's open source and installed right on your machine, your data stays with you. It doesn't go off to some random server. Plus, it works on pretty much everything: Windows, Mac, Linux, and get this, you can use whatever large language model you want. You can plug in something from OpenAI or even use a local model with a tool called Llama. Total flexibility.
And this is where its potential just gets wild. Again, with your permission, it has this persistent memory, so it actually learns your preferences and remembers past conversations. It can control a web browser for you, like literally reading websites, filling out forms, pulling data. It can even get full system access to read and write files or run commands if you give it that power. But, and this is the key, it can only do these things if you say so.
Now, what's really interesting is that Clawdbot isn't designed to work in a vacuum. The real magic happens when it starts connecting to the tools you're already using every single day.
We're talking over 50 integrations right now. That's a lot. And because of that, it goes from being just a standalone tool to being like a central hub for your entire digital world.
I mean, look at this ecosystem. You can chat with it through WhatsApp, Telegram, Slack, whatever you use. It can hook into your productivity apps like Apple Notes, Reminders, Gmail, even GitHub. It has tools for checking the weather, browsing the web, managing your email. You can even control your smart home devices with it. It's all connected.
So just picture this for a second. Instead of you having to stop what you're doing, open up your Notes app, create a new note, and start typing, you just say, "Hey Moltbot, create a new note for me." And boom, it's done. That's the kind of power we're talking about here.
All right, so you're probably wondering, okay, this sounds cool, but how hard is it to get this thing up and running? Well, the actual process is pretty detailed, but it really boils down to 4 main steps.
First, you install something called Llama, which is basically the framework that lets you run these AI models locally. Easy enough. Then you just run a single command in your terminal to install Clawdbot itself. After that, a little onboarding wizard pops up to guide you through the setup and help you grant those first permissions. And finally, you just pick your AI model, your LLM, and launch the agent. That's it.
So that brings us to the big takeaway here. You've now seen what's possible. An AI that can live on your computer, manage your apps, organize your life, and actually learn from you. It really makes you think, right? So the last question I'll leave you with is this. If you had a personal AI assistant like this, what's the very first thing you would ask it to do for you?